Okay, we're in section 5.5, section C, simple harmonic motion of the sine and the cosine functions. Periodic motion of springs, tides, sound, other phenomena we can call harmonic motion. They can be modeled using sinusoidal functions. The frequency is the number of cycles that it completes in a unit of time. Since the period is given to complete one cycle, the frequency is the reciprocal of that. So f is 1 over the period, or period is 2 pi over absolute value of b. Now it's absolute value of b over 2 pi to figure out the frequency. So here's an example of a spring that's on a string. So we've got some kind of weight balanced on this spring. And here is an example where we pull it down until it's 6 units down, and then we release it, and it bobbles up and down. It goes all the way up to the max at 6, and the min is at -6. And it says here that the x-axis is a scale of 1 minute. It should really be seconds to make it more practical. It takes each one of these tick marks is a second. So over here all the way across, there's 6 seconds across that picture in that graph. So the first thing we're supposed to do is find the trig equation that fits this curve. So I'm going to go with the cosine function because it's starting on its min, and by the end of the cycle it'll be its min. Otherwise you have to find the middle of this point in order to get a sine function on halfway on the way up. So I'm going to do this as a negative cosine function. The amplitude is the number out front, which tells you you're going up to 6 and down to -6. It didn't shift off in a d value, so there's no plus anything at the end. But it goes up and down by 6, where you can take 6 minus -6 and cut it in half. That's still 6 units. And then the period of the function in this case is 3 units. It takes 3 seconds to get back down where it began. So the old period of the function was 2 pi. We divide by b, and this is going to give us the period of the function is 3. So to solve this for b, if you cross multiply, 3b is equal to 2 pi, and solve for b is 2 pi over 3. So that's the value in front of t in our function. And then there's no c value, there's no shifting because we start on the low point, and there's no d value because the middle line is at 0. Part b is to find the frequency. Frequency is 1 over the period, or b over 2 pi. b was 2 pi over 3. We're going to divide that by 2 pi. That's the same as saying 2 pi over 3 is multiplied by this reciprocal, which is 1 over 2 pi. The 2 pi's cancel, and it's 1/3. That means 1/3 of the complete cycle of this graph is completed every unit of time, which is second. We function finished a third, and it out with C, we're supposed to 2 seconds, so we have written sine of 2 pi over 3 times 2.4 seconds. Plug that in your calculator, you're going to get negative 1.85. 4 seconds here are the or the position. And the notes we'll do in class.